that is the product of a happy, healthy home, a home that
Yeah.
actually has, our three children are adults now. It's crazy. Our
I
daughter will
know.
be 18
She'll be
in
18 in
July, and
July.
that's it. She's the last.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember so many days of coming home exhausted, trying to make it work, trying to do the best I can for this family, and my kids run to me and ground my legs, and daddy's home, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
best part of the day. And then my wife coming, daddy's home, just like one of the kids, hey, my husband's home, and it truly was like almost like an energy drink. It's just like
Yeah.
I can make it another day. I
Yeah.
can I can do this again tomorrow. I can go and take the hits for these people, and I
Wow.
will
Yeah.
sacrifice everything for these people. And a lot of times we tend to look at things from what we get out of them, and there's some things that are just intangible.
Yeah.
And I tell young men this all the time is that your reward for being a good husband and being a good father, most of it won't come in the form of physical or monetary or even recognition. It's more just you can't even put your finger on it. The feeling you get when you walk around the house that you look and you see your kids, you open the door up, the light hits their little face, and you're like, wow, that's my kid, and
Yeah.
they're happy, and
Yeah.
you see your kids happy, and you see your wife happy. That is really the payoff for a man. It's not really
It's
about all the
beautiful.
recognition and look at me, look at me, look at me. It really is about you creating a life for people. It's a lot of stress, and I will never lie to people and be like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever, and you're always gonna be happy, and you no man, it's hard, but it's worth it. It's like anything.
Yeah.
I met a young man the other day that was a Navy SEAL, and
Wow.
he said I wouldn't trade it for the world. I
Wow.
wouldn't trade it for the world. All the hard training, all the crazy stuff he saw, even the
Mm.
mental and emotional damage that he had to endure, and physical damage he had to endure to do his job, he wouldn't trade it for the world
Wow.
because it was one of the greatest experiences he ever could have. He's done something that less than half of 1% of people in the
Mm-hmm.
world
Yeah.
could do. He completed it, and he had a good career, and he enjoyed it. And so I kind of see husband and fatherhood like that.
Mm.
You know,
That's pretty amazing. I definitely I just think it's one of the most beautiful things if you can cultivate a loving, nurturing family and have an environment where all parties can thrive. Not that you're perfect parents, not that you're always going to get it right. You're going to make so many mistakes. You really will. But you dust yourself off and you learn from those mistakes, and then hopefully even get good mentorship if you need to, or do your research and grow and learn and evolve as a parent. But it is the most beautiful thing to watch your children, like this dad playing with his babies or babies.
hmm
But then one day he's going to see them being young women because two little girls are going to grow up.
yeah,
And to be able to watch that progression, and that's where we are. We have adult children, and we remember them being that size, and then we can look in. Well, I look up because my sons are taller than me. I look up and I watch those and her mom, like these deep voices in my young daughter, and her, my mom, I want to talk to you about this, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is, and we talk about this all the time. $1 million is one thing,
hmm
but we're already rich. Like we're wealthy already. Like we really are. I mean, everything else is just icing. But to be able to walk through life with this amazing man and to have a family and to just watch how beautiful and
hmm
nurturing this space is. This is where we get to be who we are. This is
yep,
where we get to be safe. This is where we get to make our
hmm
mistakes. This is
yep,
where we get to be held accountable. All of those wonderful things.
yep.
But it is just such a beautiful, beautiful dance, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No, I
I wouldn't
definitely
trade it.
wouldn't. I mean, and to have a wife that respects you as a
Yeah.
counselor and a coach, and just as a man, I've seen a lot. I've met a lot of men who wives don't respect them, and
Oh, we see a lot.
yeah,
We
absolutely. I've
see a
seen a
lot.
lot, and just to have a wife who truly respects me in my presence
Absolutely.
and out of my presence,
Yeah.
it's cool to walk past the room and hear your wife on the phone with her friend and hear her praising you. She doesn't even know you hear it, but she's
Yeah.
praising you. She's telling people how great my husband is, and men will walk up to you. Your wife said I should meet you. Like stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It's a really really cool thing. So I know there's a lot of negative talk around marriage and a lot. But if you're willing to strap in, you're willing to lock in, do the work, and you're willing to be a man that's worthy of being followed, and you're willing to be a woman that's worthy of being called a wife, then you can
Absolutely.
have a life like no other. But the problem is that most people won't. They won't do it. They won't do it. They will
Yeah.
wait for the other person to do it for them, and they
Mm-hmm.
can't. They can't. Marriage is a team sport, guys. It's not golf. It is a team sport,
It really
and
is.
you could be the LeBron James of husbands. But if you get you a who's a bust, I can't think of a bust right now. But you can be that guy. You could be that woman. You could be the LeBron James of wives. But if you get you a no good point guard, you sorry, you're not gonna. It's not gonna
Yeah.
work. It's not gonna work. It's not
Yeah.
gonna work. So it takes time and it takes a whole lot of work. And if you're not willing to do that, just leave it be. It's okay. Everybody ain't able, and it's okay not to be married. I don't even have no problem with that. What do I always say? If you're not gonna be married and you're not going to, you're not willing to make the sacrifice, just make sure you got enough money to make sure that you ain't a ward of the state
Yeah.
and make sure that you're not a burden to people around you
Mm-hmm.
because that's where you're going to end up at, and that's okay. That is a choice that you can make, but you need to make sure you have provision in place. If you're a woman and you don't want to submit to a man and you don't want to be a wife,
Yeah.
make sure you
Don't be
make
one.
enough money to take care of yourself. If you're a man and you
I
want
mean,
to
through retirement.
through
Like
cradle
the
to grave,
whole, yeah,
cradle to
till
grave,
the
yeah,
end. Like have your stuff set to the side,
absolutely.
and don't be looking for your kids to do it. Like
Or
you
the
make
state,
sure, yeah,
or the
or the
state.
state,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you're a man and you want to chase booty to the day you die, hey
go
man,
for it.
enjoy yourself, but make sure you got enough money
Got your
from cradle
provisions,
to
yeah.
grave, because don't be a burden to people. So, and with that,
That's
that's enough
it.
said.